Friday! Happy Friday! It's Peggy Millie from Pretty Paper Cards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm just getting having a nice Friday. You had a nice Friday evening. It's evening for some of you. It's late afternoon for some of us here in on the West Coast. And wonderfully, it has stopped raining. I know we needed the rain. I'm so thankful for the rain that we've had, and we haven't had it bad down here. But we've had so many cloudy days, and we're just not used to that. So it turned, I don't know what, why are you barking? I don't know. So it's turned out to be a nice sunny day, especially this afternoon. Oh, is that your daddy? Okay. Hi, Carol Schaefer. Hi, Tina. Good to see you. And Tammy, good to see you. Yeah, I got my mic on. Is it okay? Shh, shh. It's just Daddy. It's okay. Honey, is that you?
Evidently.
Okay. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's just Daddy. Cindy from Canada. Tina from Granite Falls. Good to see you guys. Okay, let's have a cookie. You want to have a cookie? Would that calm things down a bit? Okay, hold on. Just sit right here. We'll just see if a cookie might calm her down just a bit. She's had a very big day today. She had a bath and a blow dry. We did a blow dry. There you go. Her bow has already come off a couple of times, and we're having a fun day. And yes, Marcia Long, good to see you from Texas. So I don't know if you guys are interested in basketball or not, but my husband and I both went to San Diego State, and San Diego State, for the first time in many, many years, has gotten to the Sweet 16 in the March Madness basketball. And they're playing right now. So my husband and the rest of the family are in other places but watching, but my husband's here. So, but he promised me that probably the game will go on longer than I'm on here with you, so I'll get to see the end. And that's what really counts anyway in basketball. So, hi, Cherie. Ellie is a Yorkshire Terrier. Anthony, good to see you. Anthony, you were in the United States. Are you back home now? He should, Cindy. I know. He does not like the camera. He does not. He's kind of a loner. Roz, good to see you. So, Anthony, I'm wondering, are you back in London? I wanted to ask you if you could come to California, but I think you were on the East Coast. But how exciting that you came to the States. Okay, so I'm watching to see if I get an answer from Anthony. Thank you, Cherie. Yeah, she's a little Yorkshire Terrier. They do come in different colors, but I like her coloring. She has roots. Hi, Linda Brady. Down her back. Do you see how dark black her roots are? Yeah. I don't like, I want to cover up my roots, but hers are pretty. Anthony, back in His Majesty's UK, you'll be over to California one day. I wish you would come. It would be so much fun. It would be amazing. And we have beautiful sights also, but I know you had a great time in New York. I think you were in New York. So that's exciting. Okay, news. Let's talk about the news. My March host code gift. Now we only have one more week of March, and my host code gift is the Fern embossing folder, the Fern 3D embossing folder. And so I only have one more week where where you can qualify to get it, and you use my host code for March and place an order of $50 or more in my online store, and I will send you about mid-April. I will send you that amazing, wonderful embossing folder, and I want to give a lot of them out. I've already gotten a few in advance to give out. Cindy, you've never seen San Diego. It's on your list. Well, let me know if you come. Cindy from Canada. Yes. Okay, more news. The in colors. It's kind of funny to say the outgoing in colors. I've got all the ink pads here. They are so gorgeous. Here they are. I don't know if you can see all the names, but I know you guys know them. You love them. We've been using them for 2 years. They are some of my all-time. I think they are my all-time favorite in colors. They really are, and they're going to be gone at the end of May 1st. Is the last day for this current annual catalog, which is the 2022-2023 annual catalog. And already some of these colors are running low on inventory. Papers, inks, ribbons, everything in those in colors. So I just want to remind you to get them. That would be a great thing to get in my online store. Stock up on those and get my gift of the embossing folder. I know, Linda, they're so beautiful. You should all do a tour and come to visit me, and I will have a very special class. We'll have a party. We will. We definitely will. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Cindy Reed just got all the re-inkers and extra card stock. Yes, yes. And one of my things that I'm hoping, I mentioned this before, is that because we're having a color refresh, I've been telling you, where they refresh our basic colors, our color lines, and I'm hoping they're going to put some of these beautiful outgoing in colors into our basic lines because they are so beautiful. Yes, Marcia, they are. You've got them. I've got them too. They're just gorgeous. Okay, dates. I want you to know about some dates. Next Wednesday. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be crazy bananas when I come on Wednesday at 3 o'clock Pacific time, because Wednesday is the 29th and demonstrators get to see the catalog online, the new annual catalog, on next Wednesday. And I think it's going to be around noon or 1 o'clock my time. So I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to try to tell you anything I can tell you. The other thing is we're going to find out about the retiring products. And on May 1st, both the annual catalog, this annual catalog, and the spring mini, both retire on the same day. They're both done on May 1st, and the new annual catalog will be all we have for a couple months starting on May 2nd. So everything that's going to retire, we're going to find it out on March 29th, next Wednesday. Now, there will be some items. Okay, baby, you want to get down? Okay. She's been pretty good. There will be some items that will be placed on sale and with sale prices. Not everything, but some things. And I'm going to find that out on the 29th. However, the sale prices don't start until April 4th. So there's going to be that time period from the 29th of March till April 4th. I have a Coke going here. I've been busy today, and so I've got a Coke in my beautiful Stampin' Up tumbler. So we have that period of about 5 or 6 days where we know the products that will retire. They're not all going to be on discount, but we will know what the discount will be on those. So there's this little quandary. Yes, Linda, happy birthday. I saw that. Linda, you're partying today. I have to interrupt myself. It's your 70th. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. Boom, boom, boom. Sparklers going off. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Happy birthday. Okay, so there's that 5 or 6 or so day period. I'm trying to figure out from the 29th to April 4th, where we know what's going to be discounted, but it won't be discounted till the 4th, but we're going to know about it. So that is kind of an interesting period. People who want the items can buy them at the full price before the discounted price. And who's to say they'll be available by the time the discounted price starts, because everybody's going to know that they're going to be, discounted. And the other thing you need to know that we did find out, and I wanted to make sure to tell all my people, you cannot stock up your cart. Some people will go in before a certain date and load up their shopping cart in the online store. And then when that date comes, they expect everything to be in the shopping cart. This time that will not work, okay? They've told us anything in your shopping cart prior to April 4th, at least any item that is discounted will not stay in your cart. So don't load up your cart. You have to start again on April 4th and enter those discounted items. So I want to warn you so that you don't think they're going to stay over. So that's a lot of chatting about all of that. Then May 1 is the last day of these two catalogs, May 2nd, the first day. Now, the one thing I do want to say is if you want to find out everything on the 29th, like I will, you can sign up and get the starter kit today or any day before the 29th or on the 29th, and you can know everything I'm going to know. You could be able to pre-order like I'm pre-ordering. I know I have several demonstrators on our live today, and they will all tell you that this is the very favorite thing of Stampin' Up, is getting to know these products early, getting to buy them early, and getting to know all the scoop. So I have a link. If you're on Facebook, it's up above. If it's on YouTube, and hello to all my YouTube friends, the link is down below. And just follow that link or email me at peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I will help you. Follow the link. It's self-explanatory. Those of you that are on the call, hi Kay Phipps. Good to see you from North Carolina. So I'd love to have you be a part of my team and get to know all the scoop. I have a team Facebook private page for my team, and we're talking over there about stuff. So I'd love to have you join. Okay, now we're ready for our card. Let me just take a little sip of my Coke here. I know it's not good. Not good, I know, but it tastes really good, right? Who else here drinks Coke? Let me know. Okay, so today I had a thing. Okay, have you ever had a clothes fit? Maybe not. I have clothes fits. My whole family knows. My whole family has always known I've had clothes fits since before I was married, from when I was a little girl. One day you don't know what to wear, and you just start trying different things on and throwing them out and throwing them up in the air, throwing them all over the room. And so that's a thing. Well, today I think I've had them before, but I've never titled them. Today I had a card fit. I really did. I kept making different cards, trying different things, and I wasn't satisfied with what card to bring you and to make with you. So, oh, Renee, good. You like cherry Coke. Yum. Marcia, no more Coke. Ooh. Cherie, good. I'm glad to know that, Cherie, that you're a Coke girl too. And I do just like my Coke. I used to like Dr. Pepper all the time, but now it's Coke. So anyway, I had a card fit today, and I'll show you the cards that I made that I decided against. And I don't know why, because now that I look at them, they're really fine. But anyway, we're making a different card, but I'm going to show you the cards we're not making. Okay, here we go. So this is the first one I made that we're not making. Let me straighten this camera just a hair bit for you. Okay. And this used the country wreath. The thing is, I wanted to do an Easter card, and I wanted to use eggs. The eggs that we are going to use from the Nested Friends. Dies, actually. The stamp set doesn't have the eggs in it, but the dies have eggs, and these are the eggs. And I cut them out in all different colors, and then I kept trying to make cards around them. So this is the first one I made. That's a square card, and then for some reason I just wasn't satisfied with it. Thank you, Marcia. Yep, Marcia's had clothes fits too. Oh, Coke is too strong for you, Linda. So here's the second one I did. I used the Nested Friends Nest, which I really like, and I made this card with the colored eggs. And I like that too, but I was still having a card fit. I still didn't like it. So I ended up on this one, which stopped my card fit. Okay. I ended up on this. It's a bookbinding fold. We've done that before, but I hadn't done it for a while, so I thought I'd do it again. And I stamped the nest instead of die cutting it, and I still used the eggs. So I finally was satisfied, and now we're going to get to it. Thank you, guys. I know, all of them are good. Oh, Roz, yep, I know. It's a card fit, I'm telling you. It's a thing, and it really is. So this is what we're going to use today. The Nested Friends stamp set and the Nested Friends dies. Now, I know that there are pretty strong opinions about bird stamps. Some people like bird stamps, some people love them, and some people don't like them at all. That's kind of one reason I decided not to use a bird, but mostly because I wanted to use these eggs. I've been looking at them and I hadn't used them. And this is the egg die right here. It makes 3 single eggs. And I just thought, you know, that is so cute for Easter, colored eggs. Let's use it. So I'm going to keep it out. And then there's the nest that I made first. This is the one that does cut out the stamped image, and this cuts all around it. So you can do all those things. These are leaves, which are very fun, and I use those on this card. Do you see those little leaves there? Very, very tiny, very tiny. I cut them out of glimmer paper, and I might cut some of those still for this card. But anyway, so, and here's the sentiment we're using. I'm stamping the nest, and we're using Always Thinking of You. So it's Nested Friends. It's in the mini catalog that is going to be gone on May 1st. But some items may carry over, and that's what we're going to find out also on next Wednesday. So it's a big day, you guys, a very big day. No, I'm not going to use that now. Sorry. We do use the Stamparatus in a minute. So we are going to cut, or rather score the bookbinding for the bookbinding card. So I want to show you how to make it if you've never made a bookbinding card. So it starts with, and this is Petal Pink, it starts with an 11 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock. So it's just a half of a piece of cardstock lengthwise. So what we're going to do first is, if we were to fold it straight in half, we would score it 5 1/2. So that's where I'm going to score right now, using the gray scoring blade, 5 1/2. And then all you do is go down 1 inch to 4 1/2, which is right there. And then we score again. And now I'll fold it and I'll show you how that works. So you fold it in half as you normally would, and let me get my bone folder to get that burnished nicely. And I want to make sure my ends are correct. Okay, I like to hold my ends together, you know, like that. Okay, and we'll just burnish that. And then you fold back on the 1 inch line, and that is on the front side of the card. You just fold it back like that, and let's see if that's actually, yep, that's pretty straight, I think. And you burnish that. And then you have that bookbinding fold. Now, how do you get that adhered? We need to adhere this part. So you can use tear and tape, which is, you want to use a strong, one of the strong adhesives. And you can use tear and tape, and many people do, and put it on both sides of the 1 inch area. But I'm just going to use my multi-purpose glue because it works really just as well. It holds very well for this. And I'll come back in a few minutes and press it down more. There we go. And then it's adhered, and so when they open their card, they can only open just this part. And I believe this is 4 by, let me measure what this part is now, that is the part that opens on the card. So it's 4.5 by 4 1/4, right? I could have known that. 4.5 by 4 1/4, and that's how it opens. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'll empty my little envelope with all my pieces parts. I have already cut a piece of the gingham, country gingham paper, and I've cut it at 4 1/4, and it should be 1 inch, but I cut it a little, just a hair short of 1 inch, so that when I open this part, it doesn't kind of wrinkle right there. So you want to cut it just a hair bit short. Not even 1/8 of 1 inch, not even 1/16 of 1 inch, even less. Just very short, just a little sliver. And then I'm going to put some glue right on that strip. It's just a way to decorate this strip. And you could do anything you want here. Some people put a ribbon underneath before they glue it and tie a bow. I've done that. Or you can do nothing, but I decided I would just fancy it up a little bit there. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put a piece of Parakeet Party. I'm really starting to love this color, Parakeet Party. And this piece is 4, let me just check, 4 1/4 by 4. A piece of this is a current in color that will be staying around. It's a 22-24 in color. And we're just going to put that in there, making sure all the sides have an equal border, just kind of like that. And now we'll begin to make the rest of the card. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of basic white that's 4 by 3 1/4, and this is going to be the piece that's going to go here on the front of my card, but I want to stamp the nest on it. So in order to stamp the nest, I am using my Stamparatus. And yes, put prize if you want a prize. Oh, you haven't made one of these, Marcia? Okay, great. So I'm going to get out my Stamparatus, and the reason is because I want to stamp the nest in crumb cake ink, which is a bit light, and I want to make sure that I get a good impression, a good stamped image. So I always, on my Stamparatus, I put a stamp case over here on the right before I ink up my stamp. And what that does is it makes this plate flat and even, so that when I put the ink on it, let me get it up a little more. When I put the ink on it, I get even coverage of my ink. So actually, before I do that, let's place our paper. So here is our paper, and let me see, because it is 1/4 of 1 inch different on, I want to make sure, okay, this is the way I want it to go. And I always put my paper, I always do this, just find a place that you want to put your paper and always put it in the same place to start, and then you won't have any trouble. So I'm going to put my paper right here. I'm going to hold it down like this with the magnets, and I have already placed my stamp in the correct place, so I already know it's going to stamp right there, and it's the correct place. Yeah, I'm just kind of double checking. So now we're ready to go ahead and stamp, and I do want to tell you one thing. This is the firmer base, and when we use a red rubber stamp, that's the surface we use. When you use a photopolymer stamp, you want to pull in your padded piece, and all of them come with, the Stamparatuses come with a pad. I think this one with the grid on it, I think this is an extra. You get a pad, but I don't think it has a grid on it, so I went ahead and got this extra add-on. Okay, so now we can go ahead and ink up our stamp with crumb cake. I felt like crumb cake ink would look the most like twigs. I don't know. That's just what I thought. Okay, so it's inked up. We're going to pull it over and we're going to press down. And I just kind of press like this. But we don't have to worry because we can open it up. Yeah, I had this trouble before. I must not be pressing very hard right there. That one area does not really ink, so let me do it again. This is the good thing about the Stamparatus. You can just keep on going until you get the image just the way you want. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. I'm going to press really hard right there. And let's see. Oh, much better. Okay, I think I'm going to do it another time because, like I said, I do want the image to be nice and clear. I want them to know and not have to guess that that is a nest, a very pretty nest. Okay, here we go. Okay, I like it. What do you guys think? Pretty good nest, huh? You need more magnet bars, Marcia. You can get them. They're in the catalog. Yeah, I did move that magnet, Renee. I think that was what it was. Something about the magnet was in the way. I totally agree with you. Okay. I've cut all these. I'll show you my eggs. I went ahead and pre-cut a lot of eggs, and I've got them all over my room now. They're sticking to everything. I've got all these little eggs. But I'm going to cut some with you too. I need some more of one color, so I'll cut that with you. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do just to give the nest a little oomph, I decided to come in with some blends, and we'll just do this real quickly. We've got Parakeet Party again, and I'm just going to color these leaves. I think it just makes the little nest just kind of pop out. I'm going to color some with the dark, and I'm not doing, I guess, as good of a job as I did before. I see that I'm coming out of the lines. Bad. Let's see. So I'm going to do some in the dark, and I'm going to do some with the light shade of the Parakeet Party, just to give a little difference. I'm not taking a lot of time with each particular leaf. I'm just going to do like that. And then let's come in with the light and see if you can tell if there's a difference there. Let me see. There are little leaves hiding all around here. I'll tell you, when I did it the first time, I saw all these little leaves. You really can't tell the difference too much. And you don't have to take a long time. You can just give a little swipe or two. That's all it takes, really. There's just some little baby leaves all over. And then I think these are some little buds. And so because I'm using Petal Pink, I went ahead and got out my Petal Pink blends. And I'll just go ahead and tell you right now that my prize for next week is Petal Pink blends, the pack of the dark and light. So if you want those, be putting prize, because I'll award those next week. Okay, so that's it. Now what we can do is go ahead and put our nest right onto our card base. And I'm just gluing it again. And we're just going to, and I also think by using the Stampin' Blends for the green leaves, it also ties in my backing sheet there of the Parakeet Party. Okay, so let's just put that on. See how nicely that ties in with those colored leaves? I think it looks really nice. Okay, now we're going to do some egg work. All right, let's cut one group of eggs. I need, oh, I don't know why that egg has a dimensional on the back. That's kind of odd. That was probably from my card fit. Okay, let's cut. I need some more polished pink. I decided to use some of our, polished pink and fresh freesia. I've got some fresh freesia eggs over here too from our outgoing in colors. And so here's a piece of polished pink. And let me get my eggs. Where did my egg dye go? Okay, here it is. And we'll just put that right in there, and I'll show you how easy these are to cut. They just zip right through the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And they just pop right out. Look at that. There we've got 3 little eggs. Isn't that just cute? I could have a whole set, you know, a whole die set of different things to do with eggs for Easter. Couldn't you? That would be fun. Okay, so now we're going to start placing our eggs, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue down some, and then I'm going to use mini dimensionals to pop up a few. So I'm going to start with a yellow one, and all we have to do is just put the smallest dot, and my little goal was to cover the darkness inside the nest. I don't know, it does look dark. I just think I want to cover it up. I want to fill it with pretty bright pastel color eggs. So they're real quick and easy to pop on there. Just a little dot of glue, and you know, you can just put as many as you want, put whatever way you want. So that's Balmy Blue, Polished Pink, a Daffodil Delight. This is some Petal Pink. I thought we'd just pull in the color, you know, that we're using, the Petal Pink. So we'll go back and put a purple one on, a Fresh Freesia. It's a little bit hard to tell the top of the egg from the bottom, so, but I really don't think people would notice. You know, oops, I'm going to use a dimensional. This is a little mini Stampin' Dimensional, because now I want to pop them up a little bit. So we'll just go like that. And let's have another yellow one. And I'm just having them kind of come up above like that. So we always want an odd number. So there we've got 6. Let's give another blue one. Okay. Just like this. I mean, these eggs are just totally fun. You can do almost anything you want with them. And then I thought I'll put a couple in the corner just for fun, just to put a little dot right there, and put an egg, maybe just one, maybe 1 or 2. I'll think about it. I think 1 looks good. Okay, so there's our front. Now all we need is our sentiment. And I wanted to give you a little hint. I'm going to stamp my sentiment on a 1/2 inch strip of basic white cardstock. And, oh, thanks, Marcia. What I decided to do recently is I have I just have taken a couple of envelopes and filled them with one with 1/2 inch strips, one with 3/4 inch strips, and one with 1 inch strips of basic white, because I use these so often. And I just thought, if I had an envelope filled with them, if I just wanted a 1/2 inch strip, just go in and pull it out. And I've really been using it. I've really been liking it. I'll just show you. Here are my 3 envelopes. I keep them right above, and I just used legal envelopes, and I tucked in the flap. And so in there I have 3/4 inch strips. In here I have 1/2 inch strips. And then this one's fatter because I had a whole bunch of 1 inch strips. And then I just keep them right up here with my other papers, and I can just grab one whenever I need it. That's just a little hint for you. Because it's been working out well for me, because I use a lot of these. I'm looking to see, I don't even know which direction this goes. I think I'm going the right direction. I've got a couple of pieces in case I make a boo-boo. So let's see how this comes out. It is a bit light. I debated about doing it darker, but I like it because it matches the parakeet party here. So it depends on what you want. Thank you, Cindy. I hope it helps you guys. I like to pass on those things. So what I'm going to do here is I decided to adhere this on the right side of my white panel here, and on the side that's inside, I'm going to do a little flagged end. I like to do that sometimes coming from the right side. Generally, you think people put their sentiment on the left side, and so I think it's a little bit of a surprise when you do it from the right. Okay, let me see. Okay, there's my little flagged end, and I'm going to put this on with the larger size dimensionals. Whoops, come back. And it only really takes 2. And you know, you guys can probably figure out a lot more fun things to do with the eggs. I think if we started going on with eggs, we could just have a ton of fun with adding in all other dies and stamp sets and stuff, don't you think? Alrighty, now we do have gems, but I also have, I wanted to do a fun inside here, and maybe the envelope, I'm not sure. Okay, so I thought, let me check the time here. Okay, I'll do it quick. This is our inside piece, and let me make sure I have it in the right direction here. Okay, it goes like that. Okay. No, I can't use, I was going to put the nest on there, but I can't because it's attached to my Stamparatus. So we're going to put eggs in there instead. So that's fine. Eggs, nest, it's all good. Okay, we'll put our little piece right in here. And now we'll put a couple of cute eggs in there. We'll put a pink one. Let's see. Those little guys, they're just hard to hold. I probably should be using some of those tweezers. Okay, there's one, and let's put a blue one. Let's see, I think that's the back of, no, I don't know. It's gonna be the back. It's a little hard to tell what's the front and what's the back. And if I can't tell, probably nobody else can tell. So there we go. There are the little eggs. Okay, and you know what? Let's put a couple of eggs on the front too, just for fun. Then they'll know it's an Easter card. I don't think they'll come off if we adhere them pretty well. I think this would be cute for like a grandchild, the idea of eggs on an envelope. I don't know about the nest. I don't think that would be that good, but little children like things like that. And they would just go, ooh, Easter eggs. Okay, so I'm telling you, those eggs stick everywhere. So let's put on a couple of gems now. You know, I think of all the gems, I have used the petal pink gems the most. I really have. I know if you've taken any of my card kits, I'm always sending petal pink gems because they seem to go with so much. So we'll just put a few gems on like that, and there's our card. Isn't that cute? Got little things sticking to me. I think it's kind of a cute, the bookbinding fold, I think is kind of cute. So there is our card for today, and let me flip you up now so we can go ahead and give away our prize. So as I mentioned, next week your prize will be the Petal Pink Stampin' Blend Combo Pack. I want to say that correctly. And for today, last week, if you remember, if you were here, it was St. Patrick's Day. And so I pre-cut a bunch of the Hello Irresistible papers in 4x6, perfect card size. And so I'm giving away some of those and some strips because we used some strips in our card last week. So that's the prize for today. And the winner is Cherie Drowns. Cherie, congratulations. Congratulations, Cherie. I will get these in the mail to you. I know where you live, and I will send these off to you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that you guys watch and my lives, and that's why I give the prizes. And I really do just thank you for watching and having a good time with me. I always have fun with you. So be sure you put prize so that you can win the Stampin' Blends for next week. And come back next Wednesday at 3 o'clock Pacific because I will have all the news. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And if you want to join Stampin' Up and share that excitement with me, contact me or click the links because it's just too much fun. If you love card making, you will love it. Okay, thank you guys. Have a